Welcome to my blog, Beautiful Life. What I'm going to share in this blog, let me quickly explain in my next slide. Hello, friends. What I'm going to talk about in this blog, in fact, nearly after 2 months, I'm going to talk about on a particular topic. So, because I was thinking all along, what kind of a topic I should take, because the previous two, I did it very spontaneously. One, if you remember, Life is Calling, Where Are You? And Man Search for Meaning. That was so spontaneous, I felt from my heart, and then I just shared. So this time also I felt, I shouldn't, just to plan and share just because I read. That's not the way it should be. It should be something useful and also very spontaneous. And also I use it. In fact, I have been practicing what I'm going to talk about it. That's why I took some more time. What I felt, I always feel my life, how the mind played havoc, also how the mind helped me to achieve whatever I have achieved. So the mind and the body, always fascinating me to listen, understand, read more about it, and also practice to become more effective, to be more effective, to be precise. So I want to be effective in my life. And what is the benefit of being an effective? What do you mean by effective? Whatever you think you can do, and you go and demonstrate and what you thought about it. There won't be any gap between what you think and what you do. That's the level of effectiveness we should bring in, which means I should align both mind and the body, because the mind may conceive certain things, you may desire something, but you are not able to achieve. This I have seen in many people, also in my life. I always feel that I'm more capable. Capability exists, but am I demonstrating those capability in the form of action? That's where the question is. Okay, I'm not demonstrating it. In that case, what is that I lack? Is it content, the knowledge? No, I have the content and knowledge, if you feel, but what else is the stumbling block? I need to deal with it. If I'm not able to articulate what exactly the obstacle is, I will not be able to deal with. So in fact, I have been reading a lot of books, in fact, for many months by now. In fact, two books which I am going to refer here. One is Power of Now. Why? Because the Power of Now primarily dealing with mind. The Power of Now, written by Eckhart Tolle, and Excuses Be Gone, or Stop the Excuses, by Wayne Dyer, Dr. Wayne Dyer. He is no more, but there are a lot of books I have read about him, primarily on the personality development and the mind. So these two books are very close to me. I keep referring it, I keep practicing it. So I thought, not as a book review definitely, but from the experience sharing. So what kind of an experience? Primarily the concept or the theme of this blog, series of blogs I'm going to talk about, is mind and the body. The mind and the body coordination. Mind plays a friendly role. Also, it is also working against you. So why? What are those obstacles? How to deal with? That's what, to become more effective. That's what primarily I'm going to deal with this blog. Here, there is a desired state. Everybody wants to achieve a desired state. It can be a simple goal. As I mentioned, that you want to earn some money, or you want to achieve a particular position, status, or it can be as simple as you just want to be happy in your life, happy and peaceful, for example. But that's a desired state or desired goal, but you are not able to achieve. Why? Though definitely there are obstacles. First, we have to define what are those obstacles. That's what I'm going to do it. And these obstacles, and I call it as excuses, which I'm going to deal with in a couple of slides. And you can add more into it, but whatever I'm going to share with you in this blog is primarily most frequently used obstacles or excuses. Let's look at that. Here I'm going to deal with human layers primarily. I'm not a psychiatrist, so I'm not going to be very technical, neither I'm competent enough to do. But definitely, as a person, you and me have experienced 1,000 times about human body. To start with, a body, a physical body, which you and me know about it, and the strength and the weaknesses of your body, definitely you know that. And the energy level, we always say, today is not my energy level, at the highest stand, how the mind works. Mind keeps feeding you subconscious mind, conscious mind. You must have heard about it. I have done neuro linguistic program, NLP master course, to understand the mind and the body and the energy level, how to create belief, how to create a self image, how to protect yourself from hurtful feelings, hurtful words used by others, how to create an image, first of all, for example, how to create your own belief for your own effectiveness. So I'm going to use some of the techniques what I learned from NLP, which is very useful for this subject which I'm going to deal with. And the emotions, definitely you need to understand how to create an emotion, or how a particular emotion can be used for your own benefit, or for you to understand why that emotion exists, first of all. So unless you understand these levels, you can't construct yourself effectively. Excuses, primarily these excuses which I have used all in fact, and most of them I have used. I picked up these excuses listed in the Excuses Begone book, or the Stop the Excuses book, written by Dr. Wayne Dyer. So I haven't taken all of them, but I have taken the most frequently used excuses to start with. I am too old or young. This everybody must have used in our life. I'm too old and I'm too young because I can't do it now. So that's the first excuse. And second is that I don't deserve it. So most of us, we feel, I don't deserve this. That's why we don't stand up and talk. That's why we don't venture into new things, because we always feel internally, no, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to become somebody which I feel I can, but I feel I don't deserve, because this is an image issue. A self image is a problem here. So that's why we say I don't deserve it. That's an excuse. At this point, you can understand this is an excuse. Another excuse, I'm too busy. This is the simplest way of saying, I don't want to do it. It can be a number of reasons, or the layers, if you drill down, but this is an excuse we give on top of it. Excuse, I'm not qualified. This is also a very important thing. See, the education system what we have is very different. So always you will be lacking something when you face the world. So that doesn't mean you need to qualify yourself ever, and there is no end to it. So however the qualification, whatever the qualification you give to yourself, always you will feel, no, I'm not qualified enough to talk about this. So I'm not qualified is an important excuse which I found many people have used it. Some more excuse, it is difficult. This definitely we would have used this is difficult. So we don't know how to deal with difficulty, first of all. So it is difficult is an excuse. And not my nature. This is very important thing we need to deal with. The nature is not something, you are not a product. A product means which is done, and either you discard it or use it as as it is. So human being is not a product. It's a progress. You can always progress into any type of a nature. People always stereotype you. That's how people do it. Those people you surround, they say, hey, this is not your nature. Hey, this is what your nature. This is how you have been behaving. So that's how they tune you. But unless you come out of this, you always talk to yourself saying, this is not your nature. This is how you are. This is a very dangerous thing. Let others use it, but you don't use it. But identify this is an excuse. And I'm too scared. This definitely we all know that I'm too scared, I can't deal with it. And the final one excuse is it takes time. So we always either blame it, no, it takes a lot of time. What do you mean by a lot of time? It's not going to happen. So this is also an excuse. These are all excuses which are all obstacles which prevent you from achieving the desired state. So we need to know all this. That's why I just shared with you. Now what next? What I'm going to do with my next blog is series of suggestions. Each blog will deal with one particular theme. The next theme would be awareness. So in this blog, I'm going to deal with what is an awareness and the experience which others have talked about awareness, tips to bring in awareness in your daily life, simple, effective tips, suggestions. And fourth would be my experience, whether I have applied or not. Yes, I'm going to share how I benefited. So I'll be very authentic about my own experience. That way I can communicate more about the awareness. See you in my next blog.